What's up, everyone? Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. It is Excel today for November 17th. It is 7 a.m. here on the West Coast, and it is 10 a.m. on the East Coast where Joe is at. We got both coasts well represented here. Um, and today is we are going to be talking about tags using OneNote. This is something, Joe, you seemed pretty excited about
Oh
when I was
yeah,
bringing up what we should talk about. Um, OneNote is a great program. I think it's really underutilized or heavily underutilized, not used enough. So it's definitely something I'm always interested in seeing because it's a program I never use, so I'm just as guilty as everyone else. But I've
it is a
I
great program.
I've watched our training on it and everything like that, and it's just like, wow, I really could be more organized if I use this.
It is. It's amazing because it's literally a notebook. It's a virtual notebook. So instead of going and buying those 5-star, 5-subject notebooks at the store, you could just use this and have access to it at any time.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll jump into the updates. I got the email last night that our courses are now live in the United States. So if you are in the US, you can purchase our courses ad free, $4.99 per course. So I know like we had a whole show about courses last week as I was going through everything with you guys. If you want the full experience, and everything like that, you definitely can have it now. You can check out our playlist there. You'll see it. It'll say paid course. Those we've actually cut out a lot of the commercial aspects of those trainings as well. There's no call outs, to join anything or like that. We just start the training and you hit the ground running. It has everything that you need in there. And yeah, they're available. So if you guys want to support our channel, so that we can continue making these great videos for you guys and everything like that, please feel free to purchase some. No pressure, no pressure, but it does help out a lot.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, when you do purchase it, it's yours forever. You can come back to it as many times as you want, and it'll be ad free every single time. We do have our free ones that are using the same player, but those ones obviously are ad supported. So, you can also continue to watch our videos ad free, or not ad free, but free with ad support. Or you can purchase, like I said, purchase them for $4.99. That'll get you the full course. Every course is a minimum at least 3 videos, so about 6 hours of training minimum. And then some of them have 4 to 6. Oh, Joe just dropped. Oh no. Oh, you joined again. Here, hold on. What happened there, man? You just dropped on me. I was like,
Oh
oh
no.
no, I'm gonna have to talk about courses for 30 minutes. I did that last week.
Oh man. No, I don't know. I was
Yeah.
just sitting here listening.
And then just clipped out. But yeah, so please check out the courses. Let us know what you think about them as well. We want to know how the experience goes for you. If you purchase the ad-free ones, let us know how that goes. We really, we want to be able to improve these more and more for you guys, just so that it works a lot better for you. We are really working hard on getting the exercise files done a lot better for you guys as well. So hopefully, it's easier so everyone can find them and everything like that. We are. Let me just check real quick if the stream is running real quick, because that was a weird drop. And lastly, last update. Well, I'm pulling this up to make sure that we're running still. Yeah, it's still going. It's still going. All right. And then lastly, quizzes are coming as well to YouTube. So if you guys are, that's the next iteration of the new education player is quizzes. They're going to be like, we can't do more than 10 questions. They're going to be more of kind of like a general knowledge check. So like when you get to a certain part of the video, a quiz question is going to pop up, and you don't have to answer it, but it'll be there for you to answer and everything like that. And it will tell you if you got it right or wrong. And if you get it wrong, it'll tell you what part of the video that you can watch to learn about that part as well. So those are going to be pretty cool. It's going to, really help with helping the learning stick. It makes it a little bit more interactive. I know our videos is probably more interactive than any other video out there. We build that by design. But yeah. So check those out too. Those will be coming soon. We've been getting bugged about being a part of it. I've already signed all the paperwork, so we're good to go. I just saw it come out yesterday, like, hey guys, let's get on the quizzes. So that's definitely something that's coming to YouTube as well, guys. Is going to be quizzes. They're really going all in on education the next few years. So you're going to see a lot of new changes and stuff like that. And yeah, we're excited to be a part of it and to be able to be a part of the beta programs for all this. So
It's amazing.
yeah, you guys will be at the front lines with us, being able to test this stuff out. Like I said, courses are out now, quizzes are next, and there's a few other things that they mentioned over the summer that we shall see when they start rolling them out. So yeah, that's all the updates, guys. We have Captivate, one more Captivate training session, and then we're doing Visio. Joe will be doing Visio training on Friday. Well, not doing it. He already recorded it. It's all edited up, but that'll be coming Thanksgiving. Oh man, Joe, we saved you for the holidays. Hopefully we have a huge audience for you. So everyone show up on Black Friday to watch Joe.
There's no discount, but
yeah.
It's free anyway.
Oh yeah, and I just will mention there will be no premiere chat. Everyone here at Learnit will be on holiday, so it'll just be what I call just a drop, which the video will just appear at 9 a.m. There won't be any interactive chat on it. So just that there. Yeah. All right. Without further ado, then, Joe, what's going on your side of the world? How's teaching everyone live going?
Oh yeah, it's been pretty good. A lot of I'm right now learning some Tableau, so I'm assuming we're gonna have a lot of Tableau little topics on here. So if that's something you're interested in, and I found a way that you can have Tableau for free. It's called Tableau Public, so I'm super excited to kind of use that in the class. And
nice.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's been it.
Free Tableau is always good.
I know, I love it. And then just a lot of Excel, as all of you already know. You love Excel, so does everyone else.
They definitely do. They definitely do. All right. Well, we can jump into it whenever you're ready. You gonna share your screen, or are you just gonna talk theoreticals?
We're gonna talk to you right now. I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's get into some OneNote. So before we get started, why this topic is so important is because tags are really underutilized, especially in OneNote. A lot of people, when they're taking their notes, they will be all over the place, like a regular notebook. Have you ever been in a meeting and you're talking about one thing and then you remember something from another thing and you flip the pages, or maybe you don't, maybe you just write it down right there. And then later on, you're like, wait a second, where did I put that note about the other thing? And then you got to flip through and it's in the wrong page. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
But in the virtual environment, now we have tags where even if there's notes about different things all over the place, we can tag it with a certain tag, whether it's about a certain topic or project that you're working on, and you can pull all of those in one place. So with that said, I'm going to share my screen and let's talk about how to actually use tags.
That meeting thing, if anyone's been on a meeting with me, you will see me scrambling at my desk for all my handwritten notes. I'm the absolute worst, and you'll see me going through some papers to be like, oh, okay, here's where I wrote about this last
time. Yeah, exactly.
And even virtually, you can still see me fumbling around. All right, I'm going to learn something today. Let's go.
It's going to be fun. I'm telling you, I promise. So the first thing that I want to do here is just create a brand new OneNote. Just so that I'm going to call it YouTube Fun or something. I don't know. If I could spell it right. There we go. Now let's pretend that in this notebook that I want to start adding sections. And remember, this is very typical, like a normal notebook. So don't make fun of my drawing. All right. This is supposed to be a notebook. And if you remember going to the store getting those notebooks, you would have the different tabs in those notebooks. Well, the best part about this is virtual. So we have unlimited tabs. And inside of those tabs is where we have all of our pages. And we don't have to go buy more paper. Remember buying more paper? We don't need it. We can have infinite. So with that said, a lot of times what happens is they'll section things off. A lot of people will section them off. You could give it a quick double click to rename it. And they'll have meeting notes. They'll also have a section for personal notes. They might have a section dedicated to a project they're working on. I'll call it Project Alpha. And let's say, for instance, that we're taking notes about Project Alpha. We're working on this project. One of my favorite things about OneNote, especially this version right here, which is 2016. And you might be thinking, Joe, 2016? Come on, it's almost 2023. Move on. Well, actually, 2016 is one of the most popular versions of OneNote. The reason being is because it had the best options. Now, if you do go to your computer and you're trying to follow along with me, you might notice that you have two OneNotes. One is for Windows 10, which doesn't have the features I'm going to show you today, and one is just the normalized OneNote from 2016. This is the one that I always recommend people use. It's one of my favorites, and I mean, it just has such great functionality. Now, one of my favorite things about this 2016 is the ability to insert in the Insert tab page templates. This is huge for me because I never know how I want to set up a page, whether I'm taking notes, whether I'm just taking personal notes for myself. How do I set this up? So, using these page templates, if you click on it, it'll open up the pane, and they have academic if you're in school, lecture notes, math and science class notes. They have business where we can do a project overview, which I'm going to use. And if I click on it, look how amazing this is. What is the project name, the company name, the presenter, what's the description, and some of the goals. So let's say I'm working in Project Alpha. I use this page template. I'm going to keep it, page overview or project overview. I think that's a great page name. I'll delete this other one. And let's put the project name, Project Alpha. Let's put the company name, Learnit. Let's put the presenter name, Joe Patty. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, skip over this part, but I do want to add some sort of like description here. I'll say that, or some project goal. And one of the project goals is to contact the development team for Project Alpha. Okay. So this is great. We now have this project overview, and I have something about Project Alpha. Let's go forward a couple of days from now, and I have a meeting. So I go over to meeting notes. I'm getting ready for my meeting, and I just named the meeting so that it's an untitled page. I just put in the meeting the actual date. So I'll say that today's date. Now, one of my favorite things is, once again, I love page templates because I don't really know how I want to set up this meeting. So I'll go to page templates, go to business, and I'm going to use detailed meeting notes. And look how amazing that looks. I'll delete the other one. Now you have announcements, status of old action items, summaries, next meeting details. I just really love this. So I'm just going to name it once again. What's today's date? And let's say that I'm in here and they have some sort of announcement about Project Alpha. They say Project Alpha has now been released. Version 1 is available with version 2 coming next quarter. I'm just making it up. Okay, so now I have, in a different part, in my meeting notes, I have something about Project Alpha. In my project notes, I have something about Project Alpha. In my personal notes, maybe I'm writing something. Make sure to get the right permits for the start of Project Alpha. So yeah, taking a look at this, it's crazy. Now we have 3 different places for Project Alpha. And this is what tends to happen. Whether you're in a meeting and the project comes up, or you're working on the project, or maybe you have some sort of personal note to not forget something. This is going to happen all the time. And the way that we can fix this is by utilizing, in the Home tab, something known as tags. Now, tags allow us to organize our information. So when you have some sort of project or topic that keeps coming up across all different sections of your OneNote, you can then create a tag. And you'll see here I created this Project Alpha tag. I'll delete that just to show you how to do it. But Microsoft has this pre-created list of tags that you can use, whether you have a question about something, or you need to remember something for later, or you have to do something. Maybe, for instance, in the personal notes, this is something I have to do. Or you can also use the to-do tag. These are the same thing. and I could give it a click. And now I have a little check mark box, right? So you can use these, whether you want to use the pre-existing ones, maybe there's an idea or a website or a phone number or a password, or you can make your own tags by going to customize tags, giving that a click, and you can either modify any of the pre-existing ones that Microsoft created for you, or you can just simply create a new tag on your own by clicking on new tag. And that's exactly what I'll do. Now I can name the tag. I'm going to just name it Project Alpha. I can choose a symbol associated with this tag. So I'll choose a symbol. And they have quite a few choices here. I'm going to use green star. And maybe not only that, I also want to click on font color and change the font to a nice bright green. And maybe for the highlight color, I'll do I don't know, maybe a blue. Maybe I'll do a darker green. Okay, that looks good. Now I'll click OK, and I have this Project Alpha, and there's even a keyboard shortcut for this, so you don't have to click the button. Now you can move these, and when you move them down, the keyboard shortcuts go down. So if I wanted to use like Control 8, I would just click this little move button, and it would move it to Control 8 for Project Alpha. So you can pick and choose the keyboard shortcut that way. Now that I'm done, I'll click OK. I'll exit out of my templates real quick. And now let's say that this is something I have to do. And in my meeting notes, this is something that came up. And in my Project Alpha, this is something that came up about Project Alpha. What I would do in this case is you could do a double click to select a word, 1, 2, or a triple click to select a sentence, 1, 2, 3. I'll do a triple click, or you could just do the old-fashioned highlight this way. I personally don't like that. I just do 3 quick clicks, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to choose the tag from the top here and click it. And now it will mark it as Project Alpha tag. Then in my personal notes, I can do the same thing here, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut this time, Control 8. And boom, it marks it as Project Alpha. And yes, you can have more than one tag on each. And then in my meeting notes, I'll mark this. It says Project Alpha. Control 8. Now I've marked 3 things with Project Alpha, and even though they're in 3 different places, if I ever want to pull all the information I have in my OneNote on Project Alpha, I can now go to the Tags section and click on Find Tags. And when I give that a click, Find Tags, it'll open up a pane where now it's going to group the tags by name. So I see all of my Project Alpha tasks, anything I have to do. And if I wanted to mark other things with questions, maybe we had an old action item here. And you could paste it from the old one. And I'll just say, this was about new hiring process. And maybe I had a question about this. I can just mark this with a question. Remember, there's a tag for question. And ask my question later. Now, you're not going to see it show up in the tag summary until you refresh the results because you did it afterwards. And now you'll see we have our questions in one place as well. And they're all linked, so I could quickly just click on one of them and go straight there. Pretty amazing. Now, not only can you just look at tags in one place, let's say you have like 5 notebooks that you're working with. Right now, we're only searching for this notebook. If I click the dropdown, I can choose all notebooks, and look how many things I have for Project Alpha. How awesome is that? Across the board, even stuff for Project Beta, all of my questions I've ever had, all my to-do, my today. And this is really amazing. So not only can you search for tags in one notebook, search for them in all of them. And I'll just go back to this notebook. Okay, but I'm not done yet. There's actually a really amazing integration with tags. So besides this amazingness where you can search for tags, you can search group by section, or you can group by title of the tag, or even what date it was shown, or the note text, which my favorite is tag name. Once you're done doing this, you can even create a summary page, which will just input a page right here with a summary of all the things you need to do. Just like that. And now it just posts it into its own Project Alpha. You'll see that it's automatically linked. And then we can see here all the Project Alpha questions and to do. So you can close this tag summary and you have this still. So pretty cool. You can keep track of everything that you're doing. Now, not only that, but the integration between Outlook and OneNote is amazing. Let's say, for instance, I'll give you some sort of, let's do just an example here. I'll add a new page. I'll just say that this is our quarterly meeting. So in this quarterly meeting, I'm tasked with taking some notes. Now, I also have my Outlook here. And typically on my Outlook, it's looking great. I just want to show you here. I'm going to just mark this as completed. I just want to show you that there's nothing here. So my tasks are here, any previous tasks, but on to do right now, we didn't find anything. Let me show you how cool this is. Ready? Let's say I have a quarterly meeting and I'm tasked with taking notes. I need to take the notes for this meeting. Then out of nowhere, my boss says to me, "Hey, Joe, don't forget we have to call our clients and sign a contract with them." It has nothing to do with this meeting. It's just something that my boss remembered. So I come over here to the side and I say, okay, don't forget to call the client and sign the contract. And I have to do that today. So now I'm going to go to my Outlook tags, give it a click, and I'm going to say that's something I have to do today. And I just marked it. Later on after the meeting, I go back to my Outlook here and look, don't forget to call the client. And I can even click on this. I can assign this to somebody else if I had to, or even set a status or a priority, or even how much I completed this task. So you can quickly just mark something with an Outlook tag and it will automatically put it here. Maybe I have to call my mom later and I forgot, or call my mom tomorrow. Mark it with it tomorrow. And then when I go back to Outlook, there it is. How awesome is that? So it's automatically integrated. There's a couple more pieces of integration with Outlook and OneNote, or I'm sorry, yeah, with Outlook and OneNote, or OneNote and Outlook, anything you want to say. But I'm going to just say here, like, let's say I got an email from somebody right here. And this is really important information I have to share with my team. And I'm going to be looking at my notebook for all my notes. I can quickly click on an email, send to OneNote, which will be found in the Move command group, give it a click, and it automatically will ask you, where do you want to put this? I'm just going to put this in YouTube Fun under Personal Notes, and I'll click OK. And look how awesome this is. It prints everything, and all of the links are actually usable. And vice versa. Let's say that I want to take these meeting notes and I want to send these to a client that doesn't have OneNote. I can use the button right next to the tags. It's called Email Page. And when I click on this email page, it will quickly connect me to my Outlook, take a snapshot of all my notes, and I can quickly send this to anyone that's outsourced from my company. And there we go. So as you can see, using tags is huge. You can tag anything you want. And remember, you already have pre-existing tags that you can use, whether you want to mark things as important, or maybe you want to schedule a meeting or send it in an email later on. Mark it. Always mark it. So later on, you don't have to go searching for things. Just click Find Tags, and everything will be in nice order for you. With that said, I really hope you enjoyed this OneNote. And yeah, there we go.
Great as always. Man, you could make me look so much better in meetings if I just did that stuff, man. I mean, I'm always fumbling around, always
I
on
love
my
it.
notes.
I mean, of course, notebooks are great, and you try to stay
Mm.
organized. But let's face it, in the real world, you're constantly being pulled in 10 different directions. So
Yeah,
that's
and
just
that
a way to
the
kind of ground
email
it.
page thing is great as well because how often does it happen? You have like a great meeting, but there's not a lot of follow up on it, or like there's some point in there that gets glossed over, and then later on it becomes a big deal. I mean, like just having that as a record later on, right? Just by like,
Yeah.
hey, like let's check it out. Yeah, thank you, Ebenezer, for joining us today as well. Joe always does a fantastic job.
Thank
We
you.
do have a little bit of time, so we can definitely take any questions or anything like that. Um, I do want to take a look at our poll. I just randomly threw one up there, just about what training videos we should make next. I'm kind of glad Tableau won. It's still the poll's still going, but Tableau's currently ahead. Because we did just get a bunch of Tableau training videos from Trish Connor Cato. And we are getting more. So we're actually ramping up to have a ton of Tableau training for you guys next year. That's going to be definitely is going to be a larger topic. I think right now I'm planning to have at least 10 total videos for
Oh, wow,
Tableau.
yeah.
So yeah,
There's
so
so much. There is so much you can do in Tableau, and I'm just, I mean, we teach a 2-day live course here,
yeah.
and I think my first training is going to be in December, December 1st and December 2nd, and just looking at how much trust me, I usually I'm like, oh, well, what kind of topics do I need to come up with
Mm,
for a 2-day course?
mm.
I can make this into a 7-day course if I wanted to. I mean, there's just so much inside of Tableau that you can do and so many features that, of course, I'm sure Trish is going to make like 5 videos on this.
Well, we
It's just
we definitely have 4 already, so
insane.
we're on our way,
Exactly.
on our way. But the other topics, the other ones you guys see up there, Google Workspace Suite, that's another one that we're getting built out. I know they have a bunch of new programs. We're getting training built for that. So, if you guys' office space uses that, I know they're becoming a much bigger player in the office productivity area. We also have a lot of the Office for Mac that Joe, you made some. We're
Yep.
getting a few more from James Hill. You guys haven't seen James Hill yet, but he actually created the Apple productivity keynote pages and numbers, I think is what they call their programs. We have
No.
that coming. That'll be actually at the beginning of the year. And I promise you guys, those Apple ones are going to stay. We really want those ones to start the year off. So, and then after Captivate, like I said, is Visio. And then I don't like to go too far in advance, but for this one, I can definitely say there's going to be Teams from Mo Jones. Mo did 2 great Teams videos, kind of an update to our one of our most successful videos, original successful videos is Teams, our Teams tutorial. So yeah, you can expect these topics to come up. After Effects, this one has been one that honestly I've been trying to get done for a long time, and it's been really hard to find an instructor. That's the hardest thing. It is definitely a much more complex topic. It's definitely something that takes quite a lot of skill to use effectively and to train people with. So it's been kind of a journey, honestly, finding an After Effects instructor. But I'll keep looking, and we'll get those videos made because every single Adobe video we have. When are you guys going to do After Effects? We want an After Effects one. So working hard on trying to get that done, guys, and I hope we can get that to you soon. And let's see, that's pretty much it for me. I can't think of anything else outside of, if you guys like what you see, obviously like, subscribe, comment, purchase a course. All that helps us out tremendously to continue to bring office skills for all. One of our driving missions is to make software training accessible to everybody. If you
Oh
have a
yeah.
smartphone, you can watch our training. Obviously it's better with desktop, so you can do the files and follow along, but like we try to make it available for everybody. We know, at least on the US side, a recession is coming, is coming soon, supposedly, or we're already in one, whatever you but we'll be here for you guys. We'll have our channel here. If you're looking to reskill, upskill, or you need to get new skills to get a better job or a new job, or just maintain, we're going to be here for you guys. We're going to have all our videos here, as always, free. We'll always have free videos. You can choose to support us with the paid ones, but we will always have that training accessibility available for you, and we're trying to make it we try our best to make it so you can do it in as many modes as possible. Power Automate, Ebenezer. Power Automate. We do have actually 2 fantastic Power Automate videos already. Those were done by Trish. Trish did an amazing job on that. There's actually a course. If you go to our playlist, you'll see there'll be a Power Automate one. It's a free one on that one. So, I don't think we have the paid one up for that one yet, but you'll have Power Out. It will take you, it groups together all the courses that go together, which is Power Automate Beginner, Power Automate Advanced, and then the Power Apps course, which is a great addition to that as well. So we do have amazing training videos there. If you're looking for something that goes beyond that, definitely let me know, and we can look at getting something maybe that's a little bit more advanced, that maybe walks through, automating a bunch of processes like live. I mean, I know the Power Automate tool goes over how to do the steps and everything like that, and does small demos of it, but it doesn't make like a large scale, fully automated project or anything like that. So that's maybe something that you guys might want to see or something like that. Let me know. We try to get these videos all made. But we are at time. I know Joe has a meeting later, so gotta let him get to it. Yeah. All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. We will not be here next week. It's Thanksgiving in the US. It's a huge holiday here in the United States. We all get together with our families and eat. But I will have the whole week off next week. And Joe, I think you're gonna have most of the week off. So just a FYI, no show next week. I know we try to do one every week, but please understand it's a holiday and we'll be spending time with our families at that time. All right. With that, I will say goodbye to everyone out in the YouTube world. And we will see you after Thanksgiving here in the US. Have a great one, everyone.